Fans were shocked when Henry Cavill made the big announcement that he was suddenly leaving the Witcher series, that he would leave his role as Geralt of Rivia, the thing that he had described as his dream role, that he was willing to do for the 7 seasons that Netflix had planned, as long as everything went okay. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way. They decided that they wanted to insert their own identity politics instead of stay true to the actual source material. Henry Cavill fought for the fans. He fought for the source material, and he ended up losing. Netflix chose woke activists over him, and he said, you know what? Then I'm done. It didn't matter how many people wanted him to come back and the woke writers to leave. At the end of the day, the writers are the ones who ended up staying, and fans made their voices heard. They wholeheartedly rejected season 3. It was by far the worst rated season we've seen, both when it comes to audience scores and also the actual ratings. And for most people, they could clearly see then that was the end of this show. That was the end of The Witcher. Some people had just been sticking around to still support Henry Cavill as Geralt, but after he left, everybody knows it's over. Yet Netflix is still pushing onward. They just put this out a couple days ago. It's official. Witcher Season 4 is in production, but that's not all. We're already planning Season 5, which will be the final season and bring the epic show to a fitting conclusion. See you on the continent. And yes, they even put out a little article on Netflix.com here. Liam Hemsworth is picking up Geralt's sword for The Witcher Seasons 4 and 5. And you gotta love this headline here from Eric Kane at Forbes. Netflix renews and also cancels The Witcher as first glimpse of Season 4 drops. And it was basically just a little 1-minute clip of a table read that they were doing. You know, people getting together for the first time, reading through their script, stuff like that. But it's true. While announcing that, hey, we're working on Season 4 and Season 5's been renewed, they also did admit they're canceling this show. Because originally, the plan was for 7 seasons of The Witcher, something Henry Cavill was only on board for 3, but was willing to go to 7 as long as they stayed true to the source material. They didn't, and now the fans have left. And honestly, even the fact that they're doing this, I think, is a big mistake. I think Seasons 4 and 5 are going to be a massive ratings disaster, just like we've seen. Nevertheless, they're still pushing forward, but they are admitting that they're not going to get to go where they thought they would eventually, that if they do end up doing Season 5, it will be the last one. I personally think they're probably going to try to do back-to-back production on them so they can still have the crew there, minimize the cost, things like that, and call it Seasons 4 and 5. But either way, it was very, very telling. The reaction from the fan base, the pushback against Lauren Hissrich and everybody that's working on this show. The fans supported Henry Cavill. They wanted him to stay. It seemed like he was the only one there that actually wanted to fight for the fans and for The Witcher instead of let all the woke activists push their bullshit in it, focus on different characters that shouldn't necessarily have been focused on. But the reality is, them admitting that we're not going any further is kind of embarrassing in and of itself. Remember when The Witcher first dropped, they thought this was going to be like a Game of Thrones level event for them. Some fans were concerned with the first Witcher season. They're like, it doesn't really focus on, Geralt as much, but maybe Season 2 will fix that. Season 2 did not fix that. Season 2 departed even more from the source material. And then after Henry Cavill, was very open about leaving the show and about that he didn't appreciate what they were doing to the source material, you could read between the lines in interviews, people knew what was happening. Season 3 fell off a cliff. And you'd have to imagine it's only going to get worse from here, and there's not going to be a lot of people tuning in. What do you think about this Witcher backlash and about them saying, hey, you know what? We're still pressing on with Liam Hemsworth, but also the show's done after 5 seasons. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.